All right, let's get it.
We gonna let the band deal with this.
Hey, remember this shit?
I wish I knew how to dance. I can't really, you know how you about to almost pop lock, but you can't pop lock?
Shut up.
Okay. Shut up.
Riding around in my brand new 99 Fodo Volvo.
I'm pretty sure Mike. Nah, I can't freestyle, but I was waiting for Mike to go ahead and spit the Trina verse.
This part right here. Are those Bigger Boy jeans you're wearing?
Hell no, you know they polo. That's all I know. I don't know much else after that.
Shout out Trick, man.
Nah, you know Trina's full verse. I know you do, Mike. You look like somebody that
I know it.
verse.
First of all, nigga, you do splits on the dance floor.
That's everybody's guilty pleasure, though, is knowing every dude. They know they rap Trina's verse.
I don't know that verse.
You lying like shit.
I know Trina verse on You Don't Know Now.
Okay, that's the same shit.
But that's real shit. You know, you can't discount
rapping
that.
by yourself. Okay, who's the baddest bitch?
Come on, man.
I don't soften my voice up like that.
Yeah,
You gotta rap it in her
like a
voice.
real
too.
nigga.
I want to hear that shit. Fronting for the podcast.
I'm not fronting for the part. I know when I'm in the gym.
You work out the Trina? Get the fuck out.
Nigga, I work out the Cardi.
That's what
I'm saying.
You gotta work out the Cardi.
That shit get me hyped. But welcome
back.
Hey.
What's this episode? This episode 3.
Episode 3.
All three of y'all.
Of the Hunt Club podcast. Goddamn. And we started off with a fucking Miami. That's like a summertime song, and it's like 40 degrees outside. So it kind of threw me off.
That's why we gotta go back to Miami.
I'm not going back to Miami. I'm not going to Miami. That's like,
yo, it's so cliche to go to Miami.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, since I have to work for my birthday, since I work in hotels, and that's like fucking during spring break.
Right.
I'm trying to do a day trip somewhere or 2 days somewhere in the week, and then one of my friends suggested Miami. Like, yo, I'm not flying to fucking Miami.
Nigga,
like,
you grab.
I'm about to say you lived in Miami, nigga.
No.
That was cliche to visit Miami.
Who not flying to fucking Miami? Oh, let me get a Southwest $89 ticket and I'll be back in 2 days.
Yeah, nigga. Why don't you grab 7 of your best friends?
I don't have that many friends, nigga.
Get 7 of your best friends.
If it wasn't for Mel, I wouldn't need unlimited text.
Get 7 of your best friends. Look, 7 of your best friends. Get one hotel room with a king size, and y'all share that shit. Y'all ball the fuck out.
We gonna go
nigga.
see Dr. Miami too, dog.
Yeah, nigga, ball the fuck out. But episode 3 of the podcast. Everything has been great. Everything has been great on the left. I have Jamel.
What up?
Mike Nasty, Mike Howard.
How you guys doing tonight? I'm a gentleman and a scholar.
Shut the hell up, man. Look, it's Friday. It's Friday night. Y'all been drinking way before me, man.
We got a jump start on this shit.
What you mean?
What we doing?
I said, nigga, it's Friday night. We drinking. It's the end of the work week for some of y'all. I don't gotta work tomorrow.
Hotels,
so, right.
I'm not working. That shit don't end.
Oh, we started off with a throwback Thursday, which is crazy with the trick that.
You gotta introduce yourself too.
Yeah, who are you?
What's your name?
Nigga.
And why your bush so small?
My bush. Because nigga, this is 3 weeks of not getting it fucking cut. This is long for me and nappy and beady and all that other shit. So, but no, we're gonna
I'm longer than others.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
We just got that, and
right.
just not even 5 minutes in, we got to use that one.
I say we get Sarah on the line. Can we get Sarah on the line right now to confirm it? Right.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Confirm that. But no, like it's crazy because like Trick Daddy videos, to go back on the intro, has always been like wow, like Miami style, but it also like goes back to the BET Uncut days and shit.
Hey, I remember BET.
Like I remember like that was like a staple in my goddamn life. That's like helped me through fucking. Now it came on before puberty, so I was like introduced to the game quick of ass shaking and
half of my socks sounded like Velcro.
Thanks to BET Uncut.
Crunchy ass socks.
Had to stay up till 3 a.m. to see some ass shaking.
Fuck yeah, you know how
wow.
You know how close I sat to the TV, nigga. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the prep right now before once the clock hit 11:59 or whatever it came on.
It came on at 3.
No, you got it after Adult Swim. You got to watch Adult Swim first, and then it goes into BET Uncut.
Oh, for real? Well, this is what I did. This was my preparation. So I would One, go to motherfucking like Nickelodeon or some shit, because you gotta have your backup channel in case mama come into the fucking living room. Right. So you can hit the last. Right. So I would sit close to the TV, turn the radio, the volume down, put on BET Uncut, and motherfucker, that's when I became a man and shit.
Where the fuck was I at?
Nigga, I don't know,
you was asleep, nigga.
Right. You was asleep.
I never beat off the BET Uncut. It was wild. Like I saw some shit. I don't think.
Give me a Jay-Z. That's some bullshit.
Well, maybe the Tip Drill video. I remember Tip Drill.
Tip Drill was bullshit compared to everything else.
No,
was
it
not
wasn't.
no bull.
No,
Don't
it wasn't.
disrespect
That
Tip
was
Drill.
the originator.
Don't disrespect the St. Lunatics like.
Well, let me go into it. Like, all right, imagine like I'm a guesstimate that I was like 12 years old when BET Cut came on, and I'm just gonna go down like the top 10 list of the songs that came on, and then now that's what when I think about it, when I was looking at it, I'm like, this generation that I lived in was much more doper than the generation that's here now. Cause 12 years old, I was listening to songs, beautiful songs like you guys stated, Tip Drill.
Hold on.
Remember that
booty cheeks.
At the end when he slid the card through the girl booty cut, that shit was iconic.
That's the only reason I got a bank account, nigga. Shit.
All right, that's the only reason I got a credit card. To this day, I still want to do that shit. I haven't been able to do that.
I think I might have done that.
that.
I think I've done that before.
Well, that's my
When the fuck you do
2018 goal.
Me and Devin. That's a me and Devin story. The time I jumped on the stage, I was drinking a bottle. There's just a picture of me doing that at the strip club.
Oh, it was at the strip club.
Yeah.
All right, so we have another one by the artist of Black Jesus. This track should have won a Grammy in my eyes.
It should have won too. It should have swept them shit.
This one was called "What That Thing Smell Like."
Did you have to know? That's a question
fucking
you need to
Grammy
know.
award winning right there, man.
That shit-
Oh, wow.
Yo, Kendrick, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift don't have shit on what that thing
Black
smell like.
Jesus.
Black Jesus.
And
That's
then
a
we have
valid question.
and then we have Black Mass with Nasty Chick,
Everybody likes those.
The Mighty Casey,
Hold on.
one of my personal favorites.
Oh, I got that one.
White Girls.
I might have wrote this verse.
Through my mind, Sarah Jackson and Julie too. White girl.
Like a fucking ballad. It's music to my ear.
It sounds like Les Miserables, but from
think so.
Detroit.
I think that's where you got your start from, looking at that video, and that's why you
No,
are...
nigga. Actually, the first white woman I ever loved, probably
Damn.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Shout out to Hillary Duff.
I'm
Hillary Duff,
gonna
she's bad,
confess,
man.
and I get shit for this too. But my first like crush was what's it called? American Pie, the Bandcamp girl.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Shannon
That's
Elizabeth.
I don't know
No,
if I-
it wasn't Shannon. It was the one time at
Bandcamp
Bandcamp
girl.
girl.
The girl with the red
one
hair,
time
freckles.
at
Oh.
Bandcamp. That one.
Yeah.
Nigga, her?
The
Yeah.
The
redhead.
chick from Buffy, the nerd from
Yeah,
Buffy?
yeah, he loved her. And I had no idea why he did.
Boy, I'm
She's-
I had no idea why he had the hugest crush on that girl, and I was like,
I mean, who knows her? Do you know her name?
I don't know her name. I seen her, I think she did a show recently. And she looked like she's like 58. She's a fucking terrible.
I got something for you, Austin. I do remember we have watched BET Uncut together, no homo. And
Who touched who first?
Huh?
Nothing.
This was Austin's song.
Pull them panties off. Pull them panties off on the dance floor.
Wait, come on,
Pull
yo.
them panties off. Pull them panties off.
You hear them ad libs and shit? That's before Migos, dog.
Now this is like a precursor to Iguana. This is what Iguana told. That's probably why we got it from.
Nah, nigga, this is Chopper's fucking theme song. I don't even know if you remember Chopper. Is that
Like-
the name of that shit, Chopper's?
Oh,
Choppers,
shit,
Choppers.
Nah,
That shit was a club like off of like motherfucking like
That shit was in the
Yeah,
trap.
yeah,
That's
but I
why
don't even know what the fuck-
I never went to Choppers. I
like
just heard about
Monument or some
Choppers.
shit.
You ever
But
been to
that's their
the
theme
Kitty
song.
Disco?
and shit.
Shout out. Let's do some Baltimore shit. You ever been to Kitty Disco?
Never been to a kitty disco.
You ever got twerked on as an 11-year-old? This shit was probably inappropriate.
At Club Extreme in Towson, remember Teen Extreme?
I never
No,
was
no, no.
old
I
enough
went
to
to
get in
Extreme
there.
once. That shit was, yeah.
What about Hide and Go Freak? You know what I found out? Hide and Go Freak is something that's just Baltimore.
No, it's not. It
I
can't be.
swear to God, I keep asking niggas from out of town. They have no clue what Hide and Go Freak is.
They probably call it shit something else, like something fucking random.
Yeah, it's horny. It's horny teenagers. All
Yeah,
over the
I mean,
country.
that's
They just named it
everywhere.
something else.
Hide and Go Freak is not teen. That's like pre-teens, nigga. That's like before. What was your
But
age when you
it's
playing?
horny
Hide-
little kids.
I was in
exploring their
elementary
bodies
school playing
everywhere.
Hide and Go Freak.
God damn, nigga, the hell was
Yeah, I remember people bringing that up when we were like in elementary school, middle school, hide and go freak.
Shit was highly inappropriate.
But it was only like 2 girls and shit, so we never really played.
Well, they was the real ones right there, the ones that actually contributed to hide and go freak. There,
I mean, you play hide and go freak, you get like a little feeling. You ain't doing the real shit, but you know.
nigga is motherfucking. Yeah, all right. But
Next.
all right, but right.
Next.
But no. So let me finish going down this list, man. Because I mean, I was reading, I was like, this is some real shit, and I remember these songs, and it fucking shaped my life. So it's Preacher, Shake That Shit, 50 Cent Inferno, Federation.
Disco Inferno.
Disco
Inferno.
Yeah,
All right,
Disco
Federation. That's the artist. Track Donkey, and that's it. And then we have Chingy right there, Uncut. This one is good.
I agree with that. Right there is on fucking
I didn't know it had Uncut.
Yeah, the Uncut. Just more ass shaking and money throwing. That's all that.
Nah, they don't beat Tip Drill.
They don't beat Tip Drill.
Or Disco Inferno.
Or Pussy Popper.
Or Pussy Poppin'.
But we have Filthy Rich featuring Nisha, Superho, Jackie O, Nookie.
I remember.
And then the last one was NERD Lap Dance, which seems kind of whack as fuck because I can't see Pharrell or NERD putting out any.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't see
remember
them
the classics.
putting-
White Girls was the classic. Pussy Poppin', Tip
Tip
Drill,
Drill, Disco Inferno.
No Panties on the Dance Floor.
No panties on the dance floor.
on the
Why
dance
would you wear panties on the dance floor? That's not what that's there.
We've been
That's
to
what
Iguana and met a couple girls with no panties on the
That's
dance floor.
definitely true.
Shit's foul.
I'm surprised my hand didn't fall off.
Would you guys? I mean, if they brought BET Uncut with the type of shit that's like passed in today's videos, where like most videos are like BET. Oh, you can go on Instagram
That's what I'm
and
saying. It's
basically
so
see BET
easy
Uncut.
now it's not the same where you had to stay up to 3 in the morning and see some girls
Yeah.
in thongs and stuff. I can go on Instagram right now and see girls in thongs. You can see titties on Instagram now.
I don't know
You
about
see
Nigga,
y'all.
it's art. It's art. It's art.
It's not
art.
art.
Damn
It's
art.
girls showing their titties for likes, and it's so easy now. Like it was at
Not
one
if
point
you-
you used to be able to have to work for a thong pic. Yeah, it would take a couple weeks of texting to get a thong pic.
Nigga,
Now, you can just go on her IG and get a thong pic.
I can't waste that much energy.
But yeah, right.
Weeks of texting to get
You
thong.
talked to girls since meeting girls at the club or whatever, and texting them or meeting girls wherever.
put time
How long
in.
it take for you to get a picture? It used to be when I asked for a picture, you get like a selfie or some bullshit.
Usually I'm out after if shit ain't popping after like 2-3 weeks. I'm out.
Yeah, you stop getting it. Yeah, you stop getting
Man,
it.
you don't
on the
invest.
train.
You don't invest in the process. Trust the process.
No, I take my open 3, and if this shit clump,
You have no
Right,
jumper.
right, it's
Your
not
jumper
right.
is garbage.
I tell a nigga, hey, make sure that screen is set. I go under the pick, and if I'm open, I shoot it. But if not, I drive to the
So
basket.
she's
But
not
if
going
it's
on
in
the.
or not.
If she's
You
not
running
going
down
in the
court. Transition defense.
Transition defense. Just
Yeah,
get
right.
back on defense. That's all you need to do. Get back on defense.
So if she's not going in the first 3 weeks, then you dropping her?
that's not about
3
right.
weeks is a long time.
That's
That's like
not
a month.
long time.
I mean,
what are
we
you talking
talking
about?
about- we
That's
talking
a
about-
pay period in a week.
I mean, that's a solid meal to let that invest and see what happens.
What are you
from.
talking about? What kind of game y'all got?
All right, let's break
Man,
it down
I
and kind of
invested.
go under the off the cuff a little bit. So
we way off the cuff
so,
anyway.
Yeah, so all right, so you saying let's compare 3 weeks. Let's scratch out 3 weeks
3
and do
weeks
3.
is
All right, how
such
about
a-
3
You know,
days?
I can't even
How about
see
3
how
days?
long 3 weeks is, nigga. That's 21
No,
days.
it's not.
That's
Oh my
21
God.
good morning
If you,
texts.
if you texting her every day for 21 days and you don't get to like at least second
You
base,
have to
that's a long ass
understand
time.
with certain women, because we as men, former dogs, some might be current dogs, but former
old
sex
dog, man.
means more. Sex is more, valuable to a woman than it is to a man for the most part. So 3 weeks. And maybe you go out on a date, you texting every day, and to have sex with somebody after 3 weeks is not
Girls
that
want to have
long.
sex with girls want to
Yeah.
have sex quick just as much as
I
guys do.
agree
That's
with
a-
that, but there's
that's
some
a-
girls that don't want to fuck you after 3 weeks. You got to get to know them. But come on,
Tell them have a nice
3
life.
weeks and you cutting them off,
Have a
y'all.
nice life.
That's wild.
No, I mean 3
That's
weeks. All right, how
wild.
about 3 weeks and you went
No.
on? Hold on, 3 weeks. So that's 3 weekends. You just start talking to her. You took her out on 3 dates, and you still ain't hit after 3 dates, 3 weekends.
It's
Where
a
they
process.
going?
Some girls don't
Nah,
want
where
to
they
fuck
going?
after
Where
3
they going?
days.
3 week.
Oh
3
my God.
Where y'all
weekends?
going?
Huh?
Where did y'all go on those 3 dates?
Nigga,
What?
3
TGI
dates,
Fridays,
bruh.
Ruby Tuesdays. That counts as 1 date. They don't count as 2.
Bullshit. You can
It's
easily
just
run
dates.
up
If the
a.
check is
Nah,
under 50
man,
bucks,
y'all wild.
that count as a half a date.
Look, I'm
And
expecting
coming from somebody
something,
who's
man.
had one night stands, like
Oh,
you
why
might.
you gotta put my business out there?
I'm talking about me that had
That's,
one night
that's,
stand.
but
Oh, yeah,
that's
true.
but that's what makes that ideology just
No, I-
bullshit. Cause like, why do you have to wait
3 weeks.
3 weeks when that same girl would have a one night stand with a guy that she's actually feeling.
I'm just of the opinion that you can't subscribe to any particular script when it comes to a relationship. Like, it's not no set amount of dates. There's not any set amount of.
You just said it's 3 weeks, so it's a wrap.
He said for him, that's when he'll lose interest, man.
For me.
But you ain't bullshitting. Come on, after 3 weeks, 3 dates, I'm gonna be scratching my neck.
Okay,
like,
all right, it's one
man,
thing. Okay, all right.
No, but we adults here.
All right,
man.
no.
The way
All
I
right,
address it.
no. But what if? Okay, maybe you go to first base. I don't know what first base is. I'm assuming that's like kissing.
No,
second base kissing
No,
or
it's
ass?
fingering.
Second base is finger.
2018
Okay,
is
all right.
like, yeah,
So
it's not-
okay, so I think, but in 3 dates, you would have gotten a kiss. You would have gotten.
That's first base. Second base is fingering.
What's the
No,
word?
that's
Third
not.
base is
no.
oral, and home run is
Yeah, that sounds
bumping
about right.
uglies.
Okay, so it's
Home
called
run
heavy
is
petting. That's what it's
anal.
called. That's a funny ass word, by the way.
Heavy
Heavy
petting.
petting.
What's
So
that?
you go kissing. Heavy petting is just like dry humping, pretty much.
Who the
Groping.
fuck does that? We grown.
I don't know. But I'm saying after 3 days.
No,
But I'm saying after
that-
3
that-
days.
that boils down to the.
I'm just saying heavy petting is a funny
I go
ass-
freak
Yo,
shit.
who go over to
petting.
somebody's house and then like y'all watching Netflix and y'all just grinding jeans for the rest of the fucking night? Yo, fuck.
But I'm just saying, all
what I'm
right, you can
talking
go
about,
on 3
man.
dates and not fuck. That's okay.
Not fucking grind jeans.
Right. That's technically that's a body though, if you think about it.
I would count it as a body.
That's definitely a body. But
Nigga, say if
But I'm
no
just
came
saying,
back
after-
to us. He was talking
You wouldn't
to a
do
girl
that
for
first off. Yeah,
he
go ahead,
wouldn't
but-
tell us. He wouldn't tell us.
nah, I'm
Right,
not telling you if I
Like,
just
yo,
dry hump.
yo,
I grind the shit out of a dog, yo. I tell you,
Yo,
man.
I swear that denim was worn as a motherfucker.
I thought I was done right.
She couldn't walk after I grinded on her ass.
But nah, I mean,
I'm just saying,
it's
like after you can't expect pussy after 3 weeks. Come on, man.
No, I always say just keep it real. Like me,
You're gonna set yourself up for disappointment after 3
No.
weeks, unless y'all
It's just-
living
no, keep
together.
it funky. If you keep it funky, if you try and fuck, you just say you try and fuck. If you just seeing what happens,
That's
just
not
say that's
true.
what happens.
I don't believe in that either, because it's been time. No. It's been times
Keep it
where
funky.
I kept it funky with a chick, and some girls just think that okay, he's just saying that I can change his mind. Like, oh, I'm just trying to fuck. Well,
Whose
I don't
fault
want
is
that
that?
serious.
Nah, go ahead.
Who's
Go ahead.
fucking-
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
It's
let me
been
finish.
it's been times where you will say, look, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just trying to have fun, whatever. And the girl will be like, okay, cool, I'm down. Thanks for keeping it, 100. I'm trying
Bye.
to do the same thing. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing. Blah blah blah. And then 3 weeks from that time, y'all fucking and y'all doing exactly what you already disclosed to her. And then now she's like, all right, I'm
Feelings
gonna change his
involved.
mind. Yeah, I'm changing his mind. So don't say you can just be up front and keep it 100.
That's because
I mean,
girls
it's supposed to
can't
be
handle
love.
it. Girls
Let's keep
can't
it at
handle
that
the
time,
truth.
Keep it a buck. Like, hey, I'm trying to have fun. But if at point like 3-4 months from there, you keep like y'all catching feelings and say that. But if you're not, just keep it a buck all the time. You can't go wrong. If she catches
That's
feelings
not
after,
true.
after 3
That's
weeks
not
of y'all
true.
fucking, and you say you just trying to fuck, whose fault is that? That's not your fault.
Nigga,
Okay,
it's
that,
my
we're
fault.
talking. We're talking about. You're using rationale.
Yeah,
we're talking about
rational.
women. Women and rationale don't really go together. Sometimes.
Oh,
We got
oh,
women
women.
listeners, dog. Like, I
Let's
don't
shot.
co-sign that, man.
to women too, by the way. No, because you know it goddamn well is the truth. Because women can't handle the truth. They can handle the truth that they've already concocted in their mind. So they have their idea of the truth, and then there's the actual truth.
But
and
I'm
then if you deviate away from what happened, so they think that okay, this is what I've come up with. This, and happened, and that's what the truth is. And then you hit them with a curveball. They can't handle that shit because they
Alright.
were prepared to handle what they already thought up.
But let me hit you with devil's advocate. So
Please.
say if you taking a girl out, you actually like her, and then she come up to you and was like, I know I've been going out with dates with you all this time. I really just hang out with you because you pay for food. You don't think a guy be in his feelings?
Oh, I'll be in my feelings. That'd be
But that's
the
what I'm saying. It's
last
like
time
the
we
same
talked.
thing.
I mean,
You got the right to shake that bitch. Don't hit her.
no,
Just shake
but
her.
no. But to flip that, if a girl says off top the first date, hey, I'm just in it for the dinners. Like I just like your company. It's not going past that.
Yeah.
And then by the 4th date, you're like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get in a relationship with you. I'm trying to fuck. She's like, I told you off top that this is just dinners and hanging out.
So why can't-
you can? So that's what I'm saying. You tell a girl, it's flipped
But you
that
don't think
way.
a dude probably? I mean, you don't think a guy that's happened before, and a guy flipped the fuck out because he thought he would be able to change the situation because the way that they were
you moving
vibing.
into simp territory right there.
How am I
Oh,
going in
shit.
this simp? I'm not going in
Niggas,
this
you
simp.
simple.
I
I'm
thought
just
we were
saying.
more than that. Really?
You right, but that's what I'm saying. It
That's
can
all
go
you
both
think
ways.
of me?
You
It could
deserve
go both
so
ways,
much
though.
in this life. You deserve a king.
I'm more than a dick appointment.
I don't. That shit kind of hurt. Have you guys been in that situation?
No.
Fuck no.
That hurts my feelings, man.
That's a fucking.
That's some simp shit.
Say,
Nigga, that's a
Alright.
scout badge. Nigga, that's like you could just.
We
sew
went
in badge
completely
and-
off course.
But yeah, let's go. I mean,
nigga, we
not
could
really,
bl-
but that needed
Yo,
that,
fuck the whole.
that needed to be said though. That was a
we
that
had
was
to
a
we
good
had to
comment.
clear that shit up.
Get that out.
All right, so I mean, that's true. But all right, Grammys. I didn't watch the Grammys. I think a lot of people
Nobody
that
watched the
watch
fucking
the Grammys.
No, I mean, whoa. I don't know who watched the Grammys,
I
but the shit
watched
was
the
on my
Grammys,
I didn't watch the
motherfucker.
Grammys.
I
You was that
watched
bored?
It was a good show. It was actually a good show. It was political as fuck.
No, I
And like
did
pretty
see-
much every topic that was, hot topic as far as racism, police brutality. Kendrick touched on the Me Too movement. What is her name? Kesha touched on.
Yep. I mean, I've
Do
seen.
you have any clips from that? Because I mean, I wish I could.
I don't have clips from.
I did see the
Grammys.
Kendrick performance,
I saw,
and
Yeah, he was talking about the national anthem, with the soldiers marching, the black soldiers marching, serving, and then after they served, then they were black men shot down in the streets, and he did the thing where the gunshots and the guys were dropping and stuff like that. So they
Dave
serve in the
Chappelle,
military.
like,
Yeah, Dave Chappelle was in it.
and his performance was like what set it over the top for me.
You remember his quote?
it was something about
people-
I don't
It was
know.
like there's nothing more dangerous
than being-
than the only thing more dangerous than a black man being honest in America is an
Being
honest black man
in
in America or something like that. That was pretty dope.
I'm about to take a knee right fucking
Nigga, I'm getting
now.
that shit tatted on my neck.
I know,
Fuck it, I'm
right?
getting the first
I'm
thing
doing
that
it
shit.
from nipple to nipple, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to get that shit tatted.
But that was
first to do it.
crazy. But I mean, it was political as fuck. I
was
thought it was
conscious.
dope.
I said it was conscious as well, and it's like it's entertaining and it's poignant. So
Well, my thing is this: with that being said, I get that being woke and having this information out there is important. But do you guys think that in 2018, blackness and being woke is more of a trend? Because I'm starting to get that sense in a way too. I forget. I can't. I forget.
depends. It
Not.
depends.
I mean, not for black people, but for like the country in itself. Like the woke movement can.
no,
sell
there's
tickets
nothing
and
wrong
stuff.
with being socially conscious.
Right.
Now, some people can be intimidate being knowledgeable on the status of socio-economic things
Right.
going on in America, but we all should be aware of what's going on throughout whatever point in
But
history.
I think you're saying that it wasn't as popular back then. It was just everybody trying to go on with the status quo, and now it's cool to go against the status quo, which is white corporalists and
No, I mean, when
hey,
has that not been popular to like stand up for? Like Will Smith boycotted the Grammys in like the early.
You talking about
90s.
when we were 2006 after we graduated college and we were doing stuff. It wasn't cool to that movement wasn't cool. We weren't woke back then. You
Wait, what
weren't
you
woke,
mean,
motherfucker.
Woke, like being
Woke being socially
conscious?
conscious, being aware of your history, being aware of what's going on in the country, like as far as
I mean, when Kanye West said that George Bush doesn't care about black people,
that could have been
like,
the start of it. Like I think that was the
You
start
don't
of it.
think Kanye? I mean, well, Kanye has people
You know what I'm
disrespect
saying?
Kanye.
It's
Well,
cool
my
to
thing
know
is,
about your history.
let's say for example, like 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
if this same Black Panther movie would have came out, do you think we would be all fired up like we are right now if this happened 10 years ago? Like the Black Panther movie. So
I think
It's more
so.
prevalent because of technology.
I think it's more prevalent because of
It
the
came at the
college.
right time.
It came at the right time.
It
So
came
like
at the
I'm
right
saying,
time,
like
at the
10
height
years
of the conscious movement or
the Colin
the
Kaepernick,
renaissance
the
of the
Jay
conference.
Z starting
Right.
to talk about it. The Barack Obama, him coming out of office, and then us being able to really rally against him to let them know that he's been the most prolific president of all time. So
And then it's kind of a thing is against Trump too. So I think Trump being in office brought black people together, and then you bring out this major superhero Black Panther movie, and we're all for it. And yeah, I don't think it would have been big if it had came out in the '90s, because Spawn was a black superhero, anti-hero, I guess.
Spawn was a shit in Blade.
Spawn was-
Spawn,
was
Blade,
the
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Those were black heroes, but the times were different. We were kind of,
but
getting
then-
on.
I
But
think it
now,
all.
at the height of this movement,
I don't think you want to discredit those movements.
I didn't discredit it. I'm just saying it would have been
You
different.
said times are different, which means like you don't notice it. I'm saying it's like a progression from
Mike, you are not the same person you were in 2006. You were not as socially conscious, and you weren't.
Because I was 18, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Now that you're,
I'm just saying everybody in general is. I think
I'm just saying it's cool to be socially conscious and be hip, and just be embracing your blackness and not letting people whitewash it. We're against the whitewashing now. It's a protest against that, and people, like I said, people being more
calling it
out.
People are accepting like hairstyles, black hairstyles, that natural look, colorism, and stuff like that is becoming more of a hot topic, and people getting called out for it. Like Kim Kardashian is getting fucking.
And I actually liked her. I like the hairstyle because she shouted out Bo Derek. And then Bo Derek shouted out the
Queen Nefertiti.
I thought she was
Queen Nefertiti.
I thought Bo Derek was a baseball player. I had to Google that shit.
No, it's Bo Jackson, nigga.
Yeah, that's Bo Jackson. He was a football player too. But Bo
shout
Derek.
out to Bo.
I don't have no problems with it. I don't think that Kim Kardashian anything she does is cultural appropriation.
On the red carpet of Black Panther, the premiere when the Michael Coulter and I forgot who else, their wives are white, and I think one of them wearing
like the
a
African
dashiki.
garb. Yeah.
And then I think
honestly, Martin Luther King and Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
They brought their white wives to the.
But
they got
but
shit
I
for
think
that.
like in the same direction as a white woman wearing braids, as long as you're being respectful and you're not making a caricature or
they're
mockery
white.
of
What are you
it.
gonna do? Leave them home because they're white? No, I have no problem with that.
No, I'm talking about with Mike. Who you saying? You were saying like if they're not making fun of and like kind of.
A character is not doing it in black fucking face or being disrespectful. You can respect other people's cultures,
right?
In a respectful
they were supporting
manner.
their husbands. That's all it was.
Let me ask you this. So now Jay-Z is kind of doubling back on his being super duper woke and speaking about he did that like that CNN shit. And I think when he went to was it CNN?
Van Jones, right?
Yeah, I think
they
Van
did the
Jones.
Van Jones special and talked about Trump. And what did he get in response to that? Nigga got no Grammys.
They shut his ass off.
Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. You want these recognitions, dog. And grow your mustache back, nigga. We don't like that.
No. He's already said he can't grow it. No mustache, haven't got whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. So no, he can't grow a mustache. So, but no, he got snubbed, and then SZA got snubbed, which I was kind of surprised about too, because SZA had a huge year, and I don't think. It was.
And I called on
crazy.
SZA late. But she has some huge hits, huge features. The Weeknd song, Love Galore. The album was crazy, and it's not even that she lost the Best New Artist; it's who she lost to. So Alicia Cara came out like 3 years ago. Remember here?
2015. That's
she came out like 3 years ago. So she had a song out 3 years ago, and in 2018 she's winning Best New Artist. So that was even more wild.
Man, shout out to SZA because she's still charging niggas Grammy ticket prices. I'm gonna tell you that.
Like,
her fucking ticket
I'm glad I'm not a
prices,
SZA fan. I'm glad I'm a Cudi fan. Cudi shit go for $40.
Yeah, nah.
SZA's standing general admission means you're standing for the whole show. $183.
$183.
Nah, fuck that.
Oh, y'all niggas pissed that Metallica didn't win Best Rock Album?
What?
Exactly. Y'all don't give a fuck.
Nah,
that's why I don't give a fuck about the Grammys, nigga. It's a popularity contest. Why do you give a fuck? Why do you give a fuck?
If it was a popularity contest, Cardi would have won everything.
No, Cardi ain't popular.
Cardi
in
is
our
the
culture,
hottest out right now.
No, nigga,
Cardi
she doing commercials for Amazon.
That's what she's doing
Jimmy
the
Kimmel
Amazon
too,
commercial, so it's not a popularity contest. Alicia Cara, who the fuck knows who that is?
I mean, well, I personally think it's a popularity contest.
I mean, she is attractive, but like, she ain't the most popular.
Wherever you put it, somebody is going to be disappointed.
But you said it's a popularity contest, and it's not, because the least popular people won. If it was a
Kendrick
popularity
won
contest,
5 fucking Grammys.
Bruno won Grammys. Bruno
niggas love Bruno,
but people love Jay-Z too. So
niggas
Jay-Z.
Well, first off, let me hold on. Let me double back on the Jay-Z shit. First off, Jay-Z shouldn't have been. I'm get shit for it, but I don't even think Jay-Z for the 444 album should have been nominated for that many Grammys.
You ain't gonna get some shit from me.
Because
talk
like
your
at the
shit,
end of the day,
whoa,
go
Black
ahead, talk
nigga,
your shit, Austin.
Rich nigga, po nigga.
That's one fucking song that did nothing on the radio. Like it had that 1 week of when they were playing
Still,
it.
nigga, I actually like that song.
I like that song.
Story
I like that.
OJ. I like
Story OJ was a good song, but that album and that song shouldn't have been nominated in as far as a Grammy. It was so many albums that came out that was as a whole better than 444. He didn't speak nothing groundbreaking. Belly's album.
Oh, like the
Niggas
movie?
don't know Belly, right?
I fuck with Belly.
Belly was a good album.
I got a Belly.
Vic Mensa's album was pretty good.
No.
Negro, please.
Nigga, Vic Mensa's album was good.
Yo, you saw he came for academics, nigga. You gonna be in
I said
Bebo
Vic
and listen
Mensa. I
to
was
you,
with
dog.
you till you said Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa's album was good. It was. I can't come off the top of my head. Logic's album was pretty
Damn,
good.
what's the best album of the year, hands down. I don't care what nobody says.
Damn was a good album.
Bruno and I think Bruno deserved to win best album of the year, but Damn was a close second.
So we're not gonna speak on him? His album came out in 20.
Who?
Stop.
Marshall.
That shit
Marshall.
was trash. Nigga.
Marshall.
Eminem's album was
Mathers.
trash.
I don't know who that is. What?
I said Eminem's
Oh, so
album was
we don't
trash.
remember. We don't remember the hard hitters, the niggas who
Look,
influenced the niggas.
This is what's funny. This is what's funny. Anybody that's listening,
right
this is what's funny. Mike, you have not listened to M's new album.
Yes,
other than Chloroseptic.
Before I walked in here,
And
I
Walk
listened
on
to
Water. Other than Chloroseptic and Walk on
Nigga,
Water.
you-
Name another song that's on that album.
Nigga, you listen to the first song and
He's so
turn that
trash.
shit off, man. Just like everybody
It's
else
full
in the
of hits.
world
I
did.
can't.
You
My
ain't
brain is
shit.
running. I
He's
can't
not a real
remember.
fan.
My
You're not
brain
a real
running with
fan.
all these hits in my
But
head.
no. I think Bruno deserved it, but
I mean, you can't be
People-
mad.
I can't
depending
be
on
mad.
what
That album was
spectrum you're
fucking
looking
lit.
from.
That album
Yeah.
was lit. That album was
nigga,
fucking lit.
have you heard 24 Karat fucking drunk in a live band?
That's what I
singing
like.
nigga.
24 Karat Finesse. Like it was hits, man.
Yeah, it was so it deserves. So people that was like, I don't think honestly, I didn't see a lot of people mad that Jay-Z didn't win any Grammys. Like if he would have, I would have
You
been.
didn't
I
see
would
my
have been.
timeline.
Nah, I would have
Oh.
been mad if he would have won a
That's what you
Grammy.
got Twitter for. You be on Facebook
Nah,
posting
it
like
be
it's Twitter.
status like, I can't believe Jay-Z.
Yeah, I
ain't
seen
win
one.
that
I
shit,
seen
man.
one
Are
dude
you
was like,
serious?
Jay-Z got snubbed. I'm like, nigga. First off, if you stopped like dick riding Jay, you would have taken a step back and realized that album, first off, wasn't his best album. So why does he win a ton of Grammys on an album that's not his best album? And then two, like compared to Kendrick's shit, Kendrick had everything. He had radio songs. He had deep songs.
But
he had
Kendrick
white
is
people,
able to do that shit.
But
Like,
no,
he's
he
like,
had white people at clubs singing.
I got royalty inside my DNA.
Yeah,
they talking
like,
about African melanin,
right,
motherfucker.
like-
yeah, white people fucking rapping that shit.
Right, exactly.
Talking about our African ancestry and shit. Like that's that's dope. That's what I'm saying. He should have won album of the year. Like, come on, man.
but that's still only a select genre. That's
It's like what?
select genre. Like album of the year is like all genres, or not genre per se. It should be. Again, I think it's a popularity contest. It's like what people view as popular.
I mean, it was tough.
Some people might not relate to it. Some white people might see that and like, oh, I'm saying that in a concert, and some people might
As
hear
an
that.
all-around crossover album, Bruno should have won. I'm not mad Bruno won, but I think
Nah.
Damn was a dope ass
Bruno
album.
Exactly.
shouldn't have. Bruno
But
shouldn't have won.
crossover
You said
doesn't
he should
necessarily
not-
mean
He
it's
should
better.
not have won. The real snub goes to fucking Lord. She should have won album of the year.
Cut his mic off,
She
yo.
was-
Steven,
her-
cut his mic
album
off.
Her album is just
So backstory.
beautiful.
Can we get a
And I'm
backstory?
going to see her on my birthday in DC because she is the best artist that has
In
ever walked
episode
this
1 of the Hunt Club podcast, Mel and I touched on what we did in Nashville, not standing for the anthem. So we actually drove from Baltimore to Nashville, and we took 9-hour drive, 10-hour drive, something like that. So we all took like 3-hour turns.
Yeah.
So Mel took his turn. It's lit.
Not
I
fucking
take my
lit.
turn. It's lit.
It's not lit.
And Austin take his turn. It's fucking Lord.
This was
Oh,
on our way back.
On our way back, suicide music.
Nigga,
What I-
your heart
and
wasn't
some
touched,
like
nigga.
fucking
He played
heartbroken,
Lord.
crying shit.
That
like,
shit is some
like,
deep
nigga,
shit,
I thought we
dog.
should have a talk after the ride because I thought you was going through
Austin,
something,
you
nigga.
good, man.
Yeah, you straight,
That was
yo.
some sad ass shit.
That
Oh,
shit is
goddamn.
good
Because- No,
music,
because
man.
because on my ride we had the whole 3-6 mix. We was mixing 3-6. Shit was lit. And then Austin takes his turn, and we got to listen to fucking sad, depressing ass.
Making
Lord.
my way downtown. Shit.
Nah, shout out Willow Smith because I definitely played that
Oh, he
album
played
too,
Willow
man.
too. What else you got for us?
But no.
Nigga just
But
fuck the whole script, dog.
nah, I mean, I was kind of going by it. I mean, it's nothing really too crazy. I know Jay-Z. Do you think that Jay-Z Trump beef was kind
We got
of?
snippets?
had a fucking reason for him not getting any
Let's do
Grammys?
some
or-
snip.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, nigga,
no,
he called the president of the
influential?
United States a superbug.
What the fuck
Like
does that
that's
even mean?
Wow. Look, hold
The
on, hold on.
context he put in.
What the fuck is a superbug? Like a
You
bed
have,
bug?
you have
termite?
fixed anything. What you've done was spray perfume on a trash can. And what you do when you do that is, you know, the bugs come and you spray something and then they come and then you create a superbug. Right? Because you don't take care of the problem. You don't take the trash out. You just keep spraying whatever over it to make it acceptable. And then, you know, as those things grow, then you create a superbug. And then now we have Donald Trump, the superbug.
God damn. Talk your shit, Jay.
Bang.
That's going by.
I mean,
wow.
You know what's something I did notice? We're all from in impoverished areas. If you go to a ghetto, what you don't see, two things. One thing is you do not see trash cans on the corner.
Okay.
Yep, you don't.
Nah.
And the next thing you don't see is at your local McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, you can't get your own soda. The soda machines are behind the counter.
Where you going with this, Mike?
I'm just saying we're just pointing to what is displayed in better areas of society. Like in the ghettos that we come from, nigga, you don't see that. It just showing the disparaging contrast between where we come
as
from.
opposed to, you know, you live
As
in an
opposed to
impoverished
if
area,
you-
you have liquor stores and convenience stores, as opposed to you go to the suburbs, you have like juice bars
And trash cans all
fucking
over.
trash. Recycling bins, not even trash cans. You have recycling bins and trash cans.
Or if you
and-
just put fucking trash cans in the ghetto, it won't be trash on the fucking streets.
But
I don't
to
know
the
about
degree?
that. Yeah, because I mean,
To
my,
the degree that we see it from where
Right.
we came from.
that's why I said recycling bins, because you know our mom has trash cans in front of her house.
and I've seen a nigga walk past the trash can and throw this shit over top of the fence into a field. So I mean, I think it'll help though, because I mean, you still have people in the community that want to see their community look beautiful and that want to try, but they just don't have the means and the trash cans, or you know what I'm saying.
Don't have the
tools
means
and
of the
shit.
trash cans.
Not the means, like as far as the juice bars and you know what I'm saying, a
It's
healthy way of living.
Certain
in that
mindset
neighborhood.
that is set within that community.
Right.
Towards though but what do we think about Jay-Z going at Trump?
Nigga,
That's crazy. I mean, they call
I
the
mean-
president a superbug, a mutated roach that can't be killed.
He's just
by
saying he's the result
insecticide.
of what's going on in this country, right?
I mean, and it's absolutely true. I think we touched on that on the first podcast. Oh, no, it was the second podcast about how racism is being, is normalized and it's cool, and from the Trump's from when he was campaigning, that with his bigotry and his xenophobia, and it's cool to be racist. Because he said, because he was being racist.
Do you think it creates more racists, or just makes those who are that stand out?
It creates more racist, and I think everybody to a certain degree has some kind of prejudice inside of them.
I mean, we're built
and it makes
like
people
that.
more comfortable to express that prejudice, because the leader of the free world says it's cool to hate brown people. So he's saying that, and just to give you a backstory of that quote, he was talking about Donald Sterling being reprimanded by selling his team. He said, that's cool and all, but there's different ways we could have handled that. And just selling his team isn't really a solution.
But that's one thing I did disagree with him.
Did he provide a solution for
No.
everybody?
He once said we should have conversations as opposed to just taking his team away from him.
Exactly. He said
I don't
this.
think that he shouldn't just have his team. I mean, I think that he should have his team taken away from him. Jay was like, "Don't take his team away from him. We should have a
That's
conversation."
not going to make him like brown people. That's just
No.
going to make him a racist without a basketball team.
But it would prove that there are repercussions for your actions
That's
and
not
your
going to
thoughts.
make you not like brown people.
No, that's you as an individual. But it would say that the NBA doesn't stand for that type of thinking, and that points to the bigger point of
So what did you
us
want?
as a society doesn't
Did you want
accept
Donald
that.
Sterling to lose his team and then have like a Braun type of setup where he explains that he's not a racist anymore? Like,
No,
I don't get
no.
what he was trying
I want him to speak whatever he believes. If somebody's a racist, say you're a racist. Say what your thoughts. Don't hold back. Shoot from the hip, and let it go. But you have to realize the consequences of your words. whatever is around you might not be want to associate it with what's around you. So Donald Sterling has to accept that the NBA doesn't want to be around his mindset.
Right.
And then we need to have a constructive conversation to where as though we can learn from why that person has those type
But
of
I don't
thoughts.
want to know though. Like, I don't
That's
care.
all well
Like, I
and
don't
fine,
really-
but yeah,
don't
it's
No,
still
no,
racist.
you have to know. How else do we get better?
I don't want to know why racist is racist. Honestly, I don't really. I mean, I get where you coming
No.
from with it, but it's just like it wouldn't.
I'm not saying like,
It
hey,
doesn't-
if
yeah,
he say
yeah,
niggas
it's a
eat,
black
like-
guy fucked your wife, so that's why I don't like black people. I don't give a fuck. You still don't like black people.
but you acknowledge the fact that his interpretation of black people is irrational.
that we just going around fucking people's wives.
All right, I mean, so
No,
racist.
that
Technically,
particular
that's
person
true,
that
but-
said that his interpretation of black people was irrational. So
I know, but that's what I mean, I get where you coming from, and like let's really, I guess, get down to the bone of why you feel the way that you feel. But at the end of the day, like I don't want to hear Donald Sterling's like 85 years old. I don't give a fuck why he
the nigga
thinks-
owe Jesus $5 on
Fuck
some
yeah,
scratch
I mean, that's
offs.
what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't really care. But one thing that I do care about, which was fucking hilarious, and like trying to switch it, is one thing I didn't see. One thing I did see, I didn't watch the Grammys. I barely watched that Jay-Z conversation
I
about
didn't
Trump.
watch Grammys.
I did watch a good portion of the State of the Union though, and one thing that I thought was hilarious is like every 5 minutes, Trump would say something and then everybody had to stand up. Like I saw a comment where somebody was like, "Yo, my knees hurt fucking watching this shit," and it's
Did you see
true.
the Democrat that was about
Yeah,
to stand up? It was like, oh,
No. Yeah, I saw that, and then I saw when one dude was clapping as a Democrat, and then everybody gave him the fucking side
Like,
eye
nigga,
because he
what
was
you
like,
doing, dog?
right,
Yeah, what the
right.
fuck you doing?
Like they
You
was
don't clap for this
sitting by
nigga.
the black caucus, and they gave him that look. But I mean, with the State of the Union, one thing though is that it was kind of weird. It was kind of like a bad look for the Democrats to look so damn salty through the whole.
No, I mean,
damn
I
State of
think
the
that's
Union.
pretty standard for every State of the Union. They
So-
did that with Obama too. The Republicans sat while the Democrats clapped, and
That shit is
every
so
every
whack.
other,
I mean, that's
every other
like a-
statement was an applause moment. That's just
A
the
party
State of
lines.
the Union. That's just what they do.
But one thing that frustrates me when Trump talks is I'm not the smartest man in the world. I know I'm
By
like
far.
We know that.
I'm dumb as
That's-
shit. I know
goes
that.
without saying.
I do stupid shit all the fucking time. But like when someone speaks and you know that it's not all there, nigga, you can like when he start talking, you like,
Yeah, it's just like.
nigga, what the fuck?
Right.
Huh?
It was like too scripted for me. Like I watched like a good 30.
And why he do
minutes
this
of
all the time? Like when he talk,
it.
his lips and his hands.
Now the
and
fact that
shit.
he applauded himself was fucking hilarious.
It looked like
too.
he
That shit was
queefing as he speaks.
out his like lips and shit.
No, his ass.
Oh, okay. Nah.
They got ass queef.
Stupid.
No, but it was like it was entertaining to watch because how fucking awkward. And it's crazy because I think they just released the new I guess.
Nigga, you see his
storyline
porn?
for-
Didn't see his porn, but the porn story about Trump.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was talking about the Purge, like the new Purge. Did you guys see that? The
Nah.
dude coming out with a new Purge, and it's going to be centered around. So it's going to be how the Purge started, and then on the front is the like kind of Make America Great Again hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the.
I mean,
first
that's
Purge
like
shit.
the fucking like worst case scenario. I believe we are better as people. That's just my thought. I'm pretty optimistic.
right.
I'm not like unreal, not rational, but I'm pretty optimistic as it concerns to humanity because throughout history it's all been progressive. We've gotten better.
Yeah, I mean, it gets gets
hasn't gotten
worse
it's-
before it gets better. So this is the
throughout
worst.
history. Whatever point you point to in history, 50 years later we're better.
I can understand that. So I mean,
That's why you
But
should be a
he's trying. But I
progressive.
think Trump is trying to bring it back 50 years with with fucking coal and
There's
this-
no such
this
thing as
huge-
clean
this
coal.
ultra nationalism movement. She's trying to bring it back to make America great again. Is make America white and
but that's his.
isolation.
But do you think that's him feeding to his base? I think
I think
Buck-
it's more feeding to his.
Yes,
I
but,
think-
but he's also he's influencing the policy as well with the deregulation of
Very
the
true.
environmental policy. So it's not just him talking bullshit. He's actually acting on it, and
Yep.
so it's he's trying to bring us back 50 years. So there's no progression with him.
I mean, he's
so
solely
we just got to
deregulated
survive
so
the
many
next
institutions.
4 years. So
I-
fuck Trump. That's all I got for him.
You got that on the clip, nigga? Next
what?
podcast,
Well-
fuck Donald Trump.
the whole
YG?
YG, man. Shout out to YG.
YG. Yes. I used to love YG, but now it's music.
You ain't a gangster no more.
Nah, nigga, I turned my flag in and shit.
You turn out loans and mortgages, nigga.
Fuck yeah. So I mean, all right. So another thing too. So you guys kind of already kind of called me a simp.
You are a simp.
You are a simp. You pay for dinners and shit. Real niggas go Dutch.
Fuck yeah, no. I can say right now, I used to be a simp. Now when that check come, I'm like, one thing I love too is when you out on a date and the girl was like, "Don't worry about it, I go half." And then they like hold and pause.
They
so
already
you say,
mean
"Nah,
that shit."
baby, I don't,
Like,
nah,
I got
I
it,
don't do
baby.
that. No, I don't
Yeah.
let my girl go on there. Me, I'd be the first thing like, all right, cool. So I put my
That's what you
debit
want.
card right.
That's what you want.
What's expected is you're supposed to offer, they're supposed to decline, and then you're supposed to proceed with the offer.
Nah, I got bills and a kid, nigga. You
Nah,
offer,
I mean,
you
yeah, they
paying,
say
man.
that because as a gentleman you're supposed to decline. Nah, it's okay. I got this, baby.
You ain't
know
gotta
I
do that,
can-
baby.
Put your wallet away.
I got
That's just
bread. You ain't
nuts.
gotta worry about that.
Right.
You too good for that.
Right.
But nah,
I'm a gentleman.
You a queen. You loyal. You strong.
nah,
We gotta
fuck
talk
that.
about the fucking simp god. And this is Mike. This is your boy.
No, nigga. I just saw this
The
shit
simp god.
randomly. I saw it randomly.
You wanted to get in your bag about this shit.
I put it on the fucking list of shit to talk about.
What
and then,
list?
Ain't no list, bitch.
Ain't no lit bit.
But no, yeah, I mean, you
your
suggested
boy,
it.
the gentleman, his name is Derek Jackson.
I don't know that
The
nigga.
guy, the big swole motherfucker that I be seeing on Facebook just
Nigga,
shitting on guys
I
and
eat
bigging
donuts
up
a lot. I
women.
don't know
And
swole
I
niggas
mean, he's
from
the
the
simp
fucking hole in the
god.
wall.
He's the simp god because it's one thing to defend women and uplift women. That's all well and fine. But what he does is that he uplifts women at the expense of men, and you throw dudes under the bus, you know, for likes and shares and comments. So
Nigga, play that shit. Fuck it. We got this.
You get
Whole
it.
lot of talk about these new sex dolls, the ones that dudes are telling women they need to watch out for because they're about to take y'all place. But I also saw that these dolls cost $2,000 a piece. So my question is, why should women have to worry about a doll that y'all can't afford? Because half of y'all ain't got no job, so I know you ain't expecting no refund. Y'all still complain about $200
fuck, I can make
a month in
$2,000
child
work,
support.
nigga.
And
Fuck that.
you can't even take the girl that you do like on a real date to a restaurant that doesn't have a drive-thru.
from
You
West
can
Side.
Netflix and chill with your homeboy's password. And then y'all be talking about splitting rent 50-50 with your woman, and that's if you can move out of your mama's house.
God
That
damn,
sound a lot to me
nigga.
like women don't need to watch out. You dudes need to humble yourselves because women these days got that bag. So one,
hey,
y'all gonna
hey,
need her
hey,
help
hey.
in order to get the dolls that she's supposed to worry about. And two, if they make a male version, one that don't come after 10 strokes with excuses talking about
15
it's been a long
strokes.
time since the last time.
Nigga,
and he don't need to
that's
borrow
fucking
$20 for gas until his check
anatomy,
clears.
nigga. Like, if you
Y'all
got
gonna be the
mad
ones
sex
in
with
trouble, not we.
Yo, come on now.
that's your boy, man.
Come on now. I don't know that nigga. I'm an atheist, so he like an overly religious nigga, so that don't mean nothing to me.
That ain't mean nothing. Because first off, if that was the case, he's fucking talking crazy. But it's so much like fucking craziness with that shit. Like,
No,
What's
first
that?
off, first off, what's wrong with using your homeboy Netflix password? We getting fucking
Nothing
right,
wrong
right,
with that
nigga,
shit.
like you get judged for that shit now. Like that's fucking.
I mean,
smart.
nigga,
With
he's supposed to look out.
The whole sex dolls thing, like just for clarification, I don't know where the camera is, but women
It's
is
one of those.
It's a fucking joke. Like nobody's gonna spend 2 stacks on a sex doll and just fuck an inanimate object
And just
It's a
like leave
joke.
bitches alone.
Right,
Like,
it's just
hey.
a joke to get people, you know, to laugh
I mean,
on
to get your
Facebook
nut
and
off
shit.
if
And
you
this
got the 2
dude, like,
racks.
he took it to the extreme and fucking said, "Oh, you gonna buy
So-
sex dolls, but you ain't got a job and you can't pay child support."
And why
you
are
ain't shit."
those
And
things
then-
correlated with one another?
Because it's gonna get.
Because a nigga a simp. He's simping.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, 'cause
so
why
he
niggas
said
gotta
shit
simp
like
to
that
get
because it's
pussy?
gonna connect with women and women like, yeah, hell yeah, fuck niggas, broke ass niggas. Y'all can't even afford a sex doll, and now y'all gonna get rid of us. Fuck all that shit. So
That nigga deal with bitches.
Unnecessary
that got
shit.
West Side 6-packs.
That's,
And
you gotta clarify what a West Side six pack is. I don't
Should we
think
do
the
it now?
listener
Should it's only episode 3, dog.
yeah, right.
That's only
But-
later. That's the later thing.
But nah, yeah, I mean that's kind of old, like OD to take a joke, a running joke
Mhm.
that people already know is a joke, and then to take it to just like shit on dudes. Like, first off, somebody need to hit up any girl that he's dating if he dates women, and then just.
I mean,
be
she
like,
gonna come
and
out
just,
eventually.
Yeah,
right?
but then just like say like what type of like he acting like you cannot. Like, we all millionaires and shit. Yeah, I take my girl to a restaurant with a drive-through. Shit, faster. We can go home and eat.
Yeah, that's
Fuck, what do we need
he's
to
one
sit
of those
down for?
dudes. Those dudes that when you dating a girl and you in the friend zone, and he talking shit about you, like, I saw him out.
That nigga ain't take you out to
don't
5-star
treat you as-
restaurant.
If
He
you
don't
was
treat
my
you as your-
girl,
as a
I wouldn't
queen?
have did that.
Right,
You should be dressed in dowry, baby. He don't do that to you.
right.
When
What
y'all
do you
y'all
do
went
you
to,
later?
well,
I
y'all
would've
went to,
took
y'all
you
went to
out.
Burger King. He got a cheese on the burger. We can
That's
go
the
to
worst
Fogo.
type, but that's the worst type of
I'm
nigga.
gonna say that off top, ladies, any nigga that fucking do some shit like that, don't trust that nigga.
That's not your friend. Yeah,
They're
you're
not,
looking out for
they're
you.
not your friend.
It's different ways to get to the pussy. You can either go with aggressive or you can go with passive, and the passive is the simp way. Is by sitting there and throwing the dude under the bus.
Whatever
It's like,
he's
oh,
doing
I ain't
wrong.
like, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do right. Come the fuck on.
Oh, I
yo.
can't
that-
hate
but
niggas
that's-
like
I
that.
can't-
And I ran into simp niggas like that.
What real nigga would do some shit like that?
I mean,
I
it's just
don't
not your
feel
play.
I wouldn't feel comfortable saying, "Oh, he do this. I would do this better for you."
Throwing a
That-
nigga under the bus to get pussy is
What-
not cool.
Yeah, what
That's
the
simp
fuck?
shit.
I mean,
Yo, that's
yeah.
whatever happens between you and him is between you.
You gotta
and
let
him.
the girl's gotta choose.
Yeah.
She's gotta choose. It's
I'ma
up to
be
her.
me.
So me trashing you to try to get some ass is
That's
And
just
you
gonna
lose
do
points
you,
for
nigga.
that.
That's
And-
why I don't shit on nobody with you.
and the whole crazy part is that the girl is gonna go back and tell her main dude that you've been talking shit about her
exactly
anyway. So it's just what does it do? So then now when you come to the barbecue and shit, you come to the cookout,
That nigga
and
ain't
you got a
coming.
nigga in there that's looking at you like, bro,
Bro, I need to
like,
see what them
the-
hands do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to see
okay.
your hands.
She gonna tell you everything.
Nigga,
You dicking
fucking,
her
that nigga
down,
been
right?
sipping like, yo, if your chick was talking to it, I mean, if some nigga that your chick knew was saying this, that, and the third, and he come to the barbecue, I need hands. What them hands do?
Right, yo, like you look
What
at
them
him.
hands do, yo?
Like, yo, let me talk to you on the side,
Yo, what
man.
the fuck
'cause
you been talking to my girl about?
Yeah, you've been telling her that there's something wrong with me taking her out to McDonald's on our anniversary. It ain't shit like that. She like chicken nuggets, nigga.
I mean,
fucking throw hands.
I'm gonna say this on a relationship tip, it's cool. I mean, like for not
Simp in a relationship?
No, not simping in a relationship. It's just that it's cool to have that level of understanding with a partner.
Right.
Like you don't have to fake. I mean, as long as you're real about your shit. Like, oh, this is where I'm financially. This is where you are financially. This is what works best for us.
Right.
This is what suits us best to make sure we both can save money and do this, that, and the third.
right.
That's cool about a relationship. And nigga, I'm in a relationship. Shout
Yeah,
out
that's
to
what I'm saying.
relationship.
But that's what I'm
Shout out
saying
to
too.
Sarah,
Like,
nigga can't get.
you can get a drop for, but what I'm saying though is that if you, the way that he was breaking it down and just like kind of trashing dudes and so
You can
run to
uplift
going.
women.
With,
Yeah,
I mean, you
without
can you can
trashing
You
niggas.
can, but
yeah, but it's
why?
just
Why?
because that's the way that you get your likes,
That's
nigga.
that's how some dudes get likes. That's how
But
some dudes
honestly,
get girls.
how
is
would
by
you feel
turning
about
down the
yourself
next
if you
one.
would say that shit? Like, if you would,
I
like,
couldn't do that.
I can do it, nigga. I
Like,
can.
you gotta trust your game. You gotta trust your own game and your wordplay. I'm not gonna tear another dude down. That's just. That's
mean,
So y'all
Wow.
saying y'all wouldn't tear? It's fucking random, but y'all wouldn't tear Braun down to go going to Georgia. I mean Golden State.
No, it's different. Sports is different.
Hell no. Oh, Braun trying to get his rings by going to Golden State. He realizing he can't beat KD. He can't beat Steph. He can't beat them. So he got to go to Golden
Kobe
State.
Bean Bryant is better than LeBron Ramon James.
Is
That's
that his middle name?
Ramon. That's what
He,
it
do
is.
gotta
nigga.
look- he looked like a Ramon. That's
He
it.
do look like Ramon, nigga.
Yeah, he do
And
look-
Kobe hairline better.
Nah, it's all bullshit because you know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
But
not gonna
Braun-
happen. The NBA is not gonna let that happen. Just like they shut down the Chris Paul shit. There's no way.
That
Braun-
shit
it's-
is
hell.
First of all,
That's
it
funny.
wouldn't make sense for Braun to go to Golden State because he would turn them into everybody in the role players.
No.
Because Braun has to dominate the ball
No.
in order to be relevant. He has to take the ball.
No,
He has to drive. He
you're
has to
true.
kick out.
True, but in this particular setting, like if you were to come in with a certain cachet, like all right, cool. Like if you would come to my team and we don't have rings, we would have to cater to you because you have rings. But Braun can't come into
Yeah.
Golden State with their rings and cater
Yeah.
to them. No, nigga, fucking
Yeah,
we have
we
more
already
rings.
know how
than
to
you.
do this shit. Yeah, you got to get with the system. You got to get with the program. AKA, you coming off the bench.
Fuck no.
Braun-
There's no
Braun
way
go to Golden
Where
State
he
coming off
starting?
the
Yo,
bench.
where he starting? Where Braun starting?
Nigga, Braun starting point guard.
No,
so Steph is the point guard. So
guard.
that mean you put Steph on the bench?
Bro,
No.
you think Bron wouldn't? Bron is coming in that bitch.
Who you
saying, look,
benching?
Who you
Draymond.
benching?
What? Draymond,
No.
the defensive player of the year. Draymond has
get-
2 rings.
First off, Clay getting the fuck out of here.
No.
you not benching Clay.
He's
They are
better than
benching-
Bron.
For Bron, they wouldn't bench Clay
Bron is
Thompson
not a
for
2
Bron.
guard.
They have 2
Bron
fucking
plays whatever
rings.
position he wants to
They
fucking
have,
play.
first of all, you're coming into
So
their
you
house.
come off the bench.
Who gives a fuck? It's
Bron,
Bron, man.
if Bron go to Golden State, he coming off the bench.
You out your goddamn mind. Y'all just talking shit. LeBron ain't coming off no goddamn
coming off the
bench.
You come off the bench, nigga. And you better make your fucking free throws, nigga.
Bullshit. That nigga be crying all day. But what you guys is Super Bowl Sunday coming up.
Super Bowl, man.
Fucking holiday. Who do you guys
Fly,
have?
Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Hate. Hey.
But you know that shit.
Hey.
Yeah, I was reading this document. I was not reading the document. I was watching this
That
documentary.
nigga said reading the documentary.
Nigga, I don't read first off, so you know that's a fuck up.
Real
But-
niggas don't read. That's facts.
But I was saying that they was saying that fucking Patriots is gonna fucking win. 1, because of the kneeling shit, and 2 is the motherfucking Patriots and those checks is gonna fucking clear.
For the refs?
Yeah, because they said that the shit started back in when 9/11 went through, and they needed to lift the country. So
Stop,
the
yo,
Patriots
stop
shit-
that shit.
Patriots
I
shit.
said,
Yo,
was
you
fixed.
believe that?
Yo.
Patriots shit.
Yo,
was fixed,
I
bro.
mean, they're gonna beat them because
20 years
Nick
ago, niggas
Foles,
got a conspiracy
Nick
for them to
Foles
win
is
now.
the quarter. It's Nick Foles versus Tom Brady. So that is your matchup. The Patriots are gonna win, even though I hate that shit. I hate Tom Brady. I hate the
it
fucking
favors
Patriots.
Did you hear like the Eagles like 5 starters in that defense got the flu?
Oh,
Nigga,
man.
fucking Bill
That's
Belichick took a piss in the fucking.
They say half
tropical
of them
punch.
niggas is sick. Yeah,
They coughed on their lunch meat and sent it to their room on their fucking room service and sent. That's bullshit.
Yeah, so they said.
But I mean, let's keep it a buck. The Eagles aren't beating the Patriots. Let's just keep it a buck. And I hate the Patriots. Let's just keep it a buck.
Don't say not. Don't say not.
They're not. It's not going to happen. I'll put it on anything. Let's make a bet right now. What we
I'm
betting?
not fucking
What we
betting.
betting?
I would never bet against the
Well,
Patriots.
I'm not
That's
betting
crazy.
against them. In the Super Bowl.
I'm not betting.
I'm not betting against
the
Tom Brady in the
$20.
Super Bowl.
$20.
$20.
$20.
You dumb, Mike. You crazy, bruh. But I mean, hey, look, I'm not betting against the Patriots because after last year, after the bullshit that went down there,
I ain't got no
the Patriots
kids,
winning.
nigga. I can't bet that money.
That's
Can
true,
we
you
get
right.
to this before? All right, so Patriots gonna win the Super Bowl. Let's do
Right.
before we leave. R.I.P. Fredo Santana, man.
Yo, rest in peace, Fredo, yo.
That's crazy.
Fredo when the cut. It's a scary sight.
That's
Man down.
drugs, man. The lean.
So, I mean, do you think it's funny how hip hop
Nothing.
has transitioned from selling drugs to doing drugs? No, you can't even say it's selling drugs to doing drugs. It's a combination of both, right?
it's
don't know
not.
what
It's
he was
becoming
doing.
a
I'm just
drug
saying,
dealer
though.
to being a drug user and shit. So
But
I mean,
think
I don't like.
The thing is that he was abusing lean. Like you shouldn't learn from people that passed from lean before. It's dangerous, man. Like
It's
But
dangerous,
it's
but it's
also-
addictive though. Like you
It-
can't be.
But knowing that, I mean, think any drug in moderation is cool. But
Yep.
when you abuse it, that's when shit gets fucked up. And he was drinking that shit till he got kidney failure.
But from his last post, he was doing a lot better. He went to rehab. He was trying to do better. He had a kid.
Yeah, and he was saying he was trying to tell the younger generation to stop fucking with it, only mess with weed. But at that time, it was like too little, too late, which sucks because he was getting that clarity. But
Right, it was
drugs,
too late.
Yeah, it's too late. Once your kidneys are gone, your kidneys are gone. So yeah, it's fucked
Man,
up
that shit's
situation.
fucked up.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace. Fredo.
R.I.P. Fredo.
R.I.P.
Is that it?
Fredo win
I
the
think that's
cut.
it, man.
That's
That's
the
That's
scary
it,
side.
man.
That's the wrap
Episode
up of
3?
Episode 3, man.
Any outro?
I ain't got no outro, but when we like, share, subscribe to our shit, let us know how you feel about the show, what we can do better, what
Follow
you
the
like, what you
fan
don't
page.
like.
Not fan page.
Oh,
but
IG's
Facebook
going
page.
up really soon.
IG,
After this shit.
Twitter going up.
The IG's going up.
YouTube,
So.
we got video now, so that's kind of. I know you right.
Hey.
See it already, but.
Hey, yo, fuck y'all. We out.